Hi, my name's Ben Tyrrell. I'm the Chief of Cardiology at the CK Hui and one of the interventional cardiologists here. The CK Hui really is one of the centers for heart attack management in northern Alberta. So we have a very extensive network taking care of patients all the way up to Northwest Territories. Our Vital Heart program that we partner with the Mazankowski is world-class. And when I think of where we really excel, it's taking care of those really sick patients, getting them through an acute heart attack, saving their lives, to be quite honest. Often they come in sicker than you can ever imagine, and they walk out 3 days later, often not even noticing that they had a heart attack.
It's gonna be a wound. Yeah, just a regular wound.
I was out cross-country skiing at Broadmoor Golf Course, and as I was going along, I started to develop some chest pain and back pain. Subsequently, I wound up getting an ECG, and that ECG referred me to give me a stress test. After about 5 minutes on the treadmill, he got scared and told me to stop and let me know that I had had an anterior wall event. He told me that he was going to make arrangements for me to be seen at the CK Hui Centre.
When those patients come into our place, we have to realize that that's someone's mother, their father, their brother, their sister, and that it's really essential that they are put first, and everything we do is about making them feel better. We really have been known as the freestanding cardiac site in Canada for a long time. It dates back to our history of moving on to things like angioplasty without surgery on site, and it harkens back to this pioneering spirit of the people who've been here for a long time, that this minimally invasive, maximally effective slogan really does encapsulate everything that we stand for at the CK Hui.
I knew where I was going. I had been in cath labs before when I was a paramedic. Had a pretty good idea what was going on. Ultimately, I was in the room for maybe 45 minutes and then back out in recovery. Before I left there, I asked him how everything else looked. And he told me that he had put a stent in my left anterior descending artery, known as the Widowmaker. I said, so am I going to be able to ski again? He goes, oh, you'll be able to ski better than you did before. He says, you were only circulating by a thread. Now you've got everything running for you. And I started to cry. that was good. I mean, to this day.
We're often looking for the next great technology advances to move forward, and we are able to integrate those quickly into our patient care model, and we've really adapted things that are, right at the cutting edge, things like the CTO program that was started here, mitrovasculoplasty that's been going on here for 30 years, the freestanding PCI, and then moving into other things like renal denervation or one day, hopefully, valvular heart interventions at the CK Hui. That really is the future, and that's really where we see ourselves going.
I worked back in the day where a heart attack meant that you were going in for a coronary arterial bypass graft, right? So the big zipper in the chest, the big zipper in the groin, like compared to what it is now, the technology is amazing. I mean, this is good science. You think about researching, you think about, how much good money are we going to throw after bad? This is good money after good money after good money for this stuff because the results are amazing.
To have innovation, foundations really are the key to leading. And I think when I look back on what we've been able to do here, without this foundation support, none of this would be possible. Things like our Impella program, our Lucas for patients who are extremely sick, all of the advanced imaging that bring world-class trainees from around the world, as well as provide the best patient care, are only made possible by the foundation.
My wife is younger than I, and she is going to be retiring in about a year. And when she retires, the two of us want to do a lot more traveling than we do. And when I realized that I was in big trouble, I felt very disappointed. And I felt that I was going to be letting her down in our dreams. And now I'm not. And so everything back on schedule.
Yeah, I think that all of us who come to the CK Hui have heard the stories of the pioneers such as William Huey, Tal Talibi, Peter Klinke, Simon Lee. They had the opportunity to do amazing things at a time when it was a lot easier to bear. There was less obstacles in the way of moving forward, but all of us want to get back to that, and that's the pioneering spirit that we all believe in. We've actually assembled a great group of team members here who are all committed to moving the needle as far as cardiac care and want to get back to the days of being the first place to do innovative new things without surgery on site. If I can accomplish half of what some of the people who did this before me, I'd be proud to say that I was in that same line. I think the future of cardiac care continues to move forward to minimally invasive things like transcatheter aortic valve implantations, mitral clip, percutaneous mitral valve implantations, treating all these things in a way that is much less intrusive for patients will be the future, and that's where CK Hui can really be a leader.